Prince George's prominent photograph with the Queen showed Meghan Markle and Prince Harry they could not be the superstars of the British monarchy, a royal expert claimed. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle reportedly began to discuss having a separate life outside of the royal family shortly after their wedding. The Duke of Sussex had already begun to carve his own niche by working in the military and working on mental health charities alongside Prince William and Kate. Expert Neil Sean suggested a special picture of Prince George was the final sign that Prince Harry and Meghan could not be the superstars of the British monarchy as the focus moved to younger generations of the family. Speaking on his YouTube channel Neil Sean's Daily News Headlines, Mr. Sean said, Harry and Meghan had decided more or less within the first few months of meeting that they could have a different life. It wasn't exactly mapped out what we ended up with, but certainly for Prince Harry, he wanted to have a different role in his life. We'd seen that already by him trying to branch out within the military and, of course, alongside Kate and William he started those mental health charities and remits and things like that, so it wasn't really this particular picture. I do believe that it could have been something of a wake-up call to realize that perhaps he and Meghan would never really truly be the superstars of the British monarchy. That's not to say. In December 2019, Buckingham Palace released a series of pictures featuring Prince George alongside Prince William and Prince Charles with the Queen. The three closest in line to the throne also appeared in a candid video with Her Majesty, which commentators interpreted as a nod to the future of the royal family. Mr. Sean added, they decided that they wanted to change their direct lifestyles, and so by doing that, the photo, they realized they could do something. Royal author Robert Lacey claimed in his book Battle of Brothers that the infamous photograph was Prince Charles's idea to highlight the slimming down of the future monarchy. Prince George's whole life was mapped out in front of him before he was even born. The Duke and Duchess of Cambridge's eldest son is third in line to the throne and will one day become our king. Despite his extraordinary future, his proud parents are determined to give him as normal an upbringing as possible, allowing him to enjoy his childhood with siblings Princess Charlotte and Prince Louis. But royal exert Duncan Larcombe claims that George has started to understand his role and what his adult life has in store, and Mum Kate has a solid plan of how to help him cope and prepare him. He told OK! Magazine, George is only just beginning to understand his destiny, but Kate has got the journey planned. While Kate doesn't want to put any pressure on George, she's keen for him to learn the difference between public and private time early, and use the Euros to teach him a vital lesson. Kate and Wills took George to cheer on the Three Lions at Wembley, when England took on Italy in last year's competition. Duncan said, that really struck me after seeing George in his first grown-up suit with his parents at the Euros final in July. People were asking why they hadn't let him wear an England shirt like a normal 8-year-old. William was apparently keen on the idea, but it was Kate, the former commoner, who said no. She was showing George that being on duty requires a different approach. He has to learn to don the royal armor. That doesn't mean hiding his personality or feelings though, so George was encouraged to leap up and celebrate England scoring, to roar and wave and hug his mum and dad like any normal lad. And even to shed a tear when it all ended in heartbreak. Experts have previously claimed the couple would try and keep George's future from him for as long as possible. As children, Wills and his brother Harry were well aware of their futures, and the younger Wales brother used it in arguments. According to former protection officer Ken Wharf, Harry once told his brother, "You'll be king one day, I won't. Therefore I can do what I want." Speaking about his son, William has previously said, "There'll be a time and a place to bring George up and understand how he fits in the world. We are very normal." Catherine Meyer, author of Charles, The Heart of a King, told E! News, with George they are trying to delay that moment of realization and give him normality before they thrust this on him. But it will be, nevertheless, part of his upbringing, both in terms of what he sees his parents and grandparents doing and probably quite soon a beginning of an understanding that he is in public life and what that means.